don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
Welcome back to Necessary Roughness, Season 2, Episode 2. This time, we're doing the NFC divisional predictions with your hosts, Hashmaster Z and Legendarius. All right, then, Legendarius, let's get on with our first NFC division. I think the AFC had some pretty good ups and downs. Some surprises. I expect the same in the NFC standings. So, let's kick it off. First division. Let's go.
Gotta go to the most redundant division in the league for I'd say the past decade, and that's gonna be the NFC North.
Okay. All right. And I know you said we're going worst to first. So would you say the NFC North is the worst division in football at this moment in time?
I mean, they're the worst in the NFC. I don't think there's anything worse in the AFC South, but I do believe the NFC North is the worst in
the conference. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's just
okay.
That's just because the bottom is just so
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the bottom, there's gonna be a change. Last year, the Lions were at the bottom. This year, I got the Bears at the bottom.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
How many wins?
I got the Bears at 4 wins.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a good look for Justin Fields and his overall career win-loss record, but it's not on Justin Fields. Last season, this season, this is on the Bears. They put all this money into contracts that weren't worth it, and now they're paying the price for that.
Yep.
Obviously, they got out of a little bit of that with Khalil Mack, but I mean, for what they had to trade to get him, they did not get a good return for the trade that they sent the Chargers. You got Roquan Smith who wants out. It's just a mess over there. Allen Robinson left. So
and that's all Nagy's fault. So it's the front office and Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy alienating Allen Robinson, which I feel is pretty hard to do. And the fact that you had Justin Fields and you didn't know how to use him. And we talked about it all last year. Like, first, it was the Andy Dalton confused. That, like, just QB1, Andy Dalton, really? Get out.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, why are we doing that? Second, Justin Fields, those times where he looked pretty good, there was other times he looked lost. Was it, and apparently he's a quarterback that works hard at practice. So is it a lack of preparation on the coach's side? I don't know. So I think this year, like you said, 4 wins. I think they'll be lucky to get 5. A few other sports talk shows actually mentioned that like a successful season would be 4 to 5 wins.
Yeah. And that's just the roster that they've assembled. Obviously they got a new coach, but a new coach isn't going to be able to turn that into something.
Right. And the fact that he's not an offensive-minded coach. I was actually expecting the Bears to actually do something different, traditionally in their franchise, instead of going all defense, which is no longer a defensive league, in helping out your new quarterback. What's that about? So, yeah, I agree.
And replacing them in 3rd place from last year, I got the Lions at 6-11.
Yep, exact same. Lions last year won how many games? 3, 4 games?
3 games.
Yeah. I think with this time around, little did I know, the Lions had one of the best offensive lines last year. And now you couple that with Jared Goff's second year in the system, Jared Goof.
Hopefully.
Uh,
I know we're not hyping up Jared Goff. I know.
Jared Goof. He's Jared Goof. If he's Jared Goof until they win over 6 games. DeAndre Swift, who actually had 1,000 yards, as in all-purpose yards, so that's not bad. Him, Jamal Williams are a formidable 1-2 punch. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, TJ Hawkinson, the kid from Alabama. His name just left me, but I think once he's healthy, he's gonna bring a new
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, thank you. He's gonna bring a new dimension to that offense. Yeah, I mean, and then plus the defense is what I'm actually really concerned about, because they left a lot of holes open, because if the offense was producing, defense couldn't stop anybody, they lose. So Aiden Hutchinson, at least in his first preseason game, looked like he's worth the billing. We'll see how he develops. It's just with the Lions, on defense, having one blue chip player is not enough. So that's why they fall to 6 wins.
Yeah, and I mean that's a step up.
Yeah.
They got Jared Goff running the show. I don't really know what you expect. It's not like when they had Matthew Stafford, they were running the table anyway. So it's kind of what you get in Detroit. So 6 wins is a step up from last year. They'll play hard. Dan Campbell will be, he'll be post game interview gold. But
we try to bite their kneecaps and our teeth got knocked out.
They're getting there. They're starting to. Improvement is good. So I do feel like they're never going to be a major player in the NFC North until they get a new quarterback. That's just my opinion of Jared Goff, and but we'll see, because you look at their offense. They got a great tight end. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown had a great season last year. I'm expecting him to have an even better one this year. And now you got Jameson Williams, a rookie that should, he's a first rounder, so he should pan out. But at the same time, you got Jared Goff throwing the ball. So where are you going to throw it? Are you going to throw it? You're going to throw it here? You're going to throw it, put it on their chest, or are you going to put it, out of reach?
Right.
So
we'll see.
I got them sitting at 6-11, and then second place per usual, I got the Vikings once again. 9-8.
9-8. I got the Green Bay Packers at number 2.
Oh, you're sick.
And look,
you're sick.
You gotta swing for the fences sometimes.
No, you don't.
You do. Yes, Green Bay has dominated this division. Dominated. But something just tells me that the Minnesota Vikings aren't going to go away at all. Number one, the Vikings have an offensive-minded head coach. Justin Jefferson is going to get more volume than he's ever had. This is not even about Kirk Cousins being great. It's more about Justin Jefferson. We're going to be shown fully what he can do. Dalvin Cook, is going to be blossoming once again as a true number one back. Having crazy rush numbers and receiving numbers. I think they're a sleeping giant. They could be a dark horse.
Cook never plays a full season.
Oh, what? He misses 2 games, 3 games. So what?
2 games, 3 games, 4 games.
Alexander Madison. Alexander Madison, is he good or not?
I mean, he's all right. He's not Dalvin Cook.
No, he's not. But he's still solid enough. He could get you 100 yards.
And he can still lose.
I'm sorry. I'm saying not even that. I'm saying, look, Adam Thielen's still around. You have a pretty good receiving core. So I just think this time around, the Vikings, I'm not saying they're going to.
They didn't bolster their defense, and their defense was a problem last year.
So I mean, look, we'll see. That's gonna be my hot take for the NFC. I think the Vikings are gonna win their division.
Okay, so what's the Packers record gonna be?
Well, if things go the way I think they are, Packers will be 11-6. NFC is very top heavy, so good teams that we expect. Yeah, Vikings will be 12-5.
No, you're crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh my God. You're gonna take a shot. All right, this is what we're gonna do this year. Necessary roughness, listeners. We're gonna place our bets and we're gonna take a shot and we're gonna chug a beer. That's what we're gonna do. On cam, the loser takes a shot and then chugs a beer. I got the Packers, you got the Vikings. That's gonna be the first one.
Yep.
You're sick. 12 wins?
I know.
12 wins?
12 wins.
Get out of here. There's no way.
You like that?
No way.
You like that?
Yeah, I don't. There's no way. No way. How it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers running the table once again, the back-to-back MVP.
Yeah, to lose in the playoffs, home field advantage. So
he owns the North.
He does, but not anymore. I'm calling it.
All they did was, improve their defense even more. Yes, you lost Devontae Adams. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Not to win the division. To win the division, it doesn't.
No.
To win the playoff game, it does.
Hey, the Vikings are the only team in the North that actually gives them issues. So
just because they give them issues on a matchup, like when they match up against each other, doesn't mean that
they're going to match up everywhere else. I get it, but
Green Bay is going to handle business. There's no reason to look at what Matt LaFleur has done. Like, he has probably the best win-loss record thus far.
Yeah, playing against a weak NFC North, it's fine.
Still weak.
The Vikings are better. I'm telling you, Vikings will shock everybody.
Well, we gonna see. And you gonna have to, put your liver where your mouth is. But we can move. Let's move on to the NFC least.
Yeah,
this is your division.
Yeah, this is my division, and clearly the worst team in this division is the New York Football Giants. I have them probably as the worst team in the league, as long as they have Daniel Jones, 3-14.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Timid.
Yeah, I mean, I got him right down there too. I actually, part of me wants to give them a couple more games just because Brian Dable is a defensive-minded coach coming from the Bills. I feel like
offense.
Oh, my bad. Offensive-minded coach he's coming from the Bills. All right. The Bills have been, moving in the right direction these past couple of years. That's why I wanted to give them a couple more. And on paper, they still do have great offense outside of their quarterback. They got Saquon Barkley. They got Gardner. They got Tony. They got
and Daniel Jones still can't throw the ball to them. That's what's
Sterling Sharp. Sterling Shepard, my bad. Yeah, I mean, maybe you bench him. Isn't Tyrod the backup?
Tyrod's the backup. So, all right.
Free Tyrod.
How about this? 3 wins with Daniel Jones all year. With Tyrod Taylor, they would probably win 5 to 6 games.
I guarantee you they will not play Daniel Jones all season.
Oh, they give it till originally I would have said till Thanksgiving, but give it till week 4.
Yeah.
See what happens. Because
they're gonna be
I feel like we've seen enough. Haven't you?
Yeah, they're gonna be 0-4. I will tell you that right now. Week 4, the Giants will be 0-4, and then at that point, I really do hope that they're just like, yep, we've seen enough. We're done. This is the
Yeah.
Giants' first month. They got the Titans, they got the Panthers, they got the Cowboys, and then they got the Bears.
Whew. And with a crappy quarterback like Daniel Jones, best case scenario is 1-3.
Yeah. And exactly. And all right, 1-3. And then your next two games, you got the Packers and the Ravens. So then you're 1-5.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah, I think 3 wins is not far off. I'm okay with that. So next, third place, we got the Washington Commanders. I think they'll win 7 games. Carson Wentz just
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful to whom?
Disrespectful. Carson Wentz to Riverboat Ron.
We're already hearing about inaccuracy issues. That's all I need to know.
Hey, Taylor Heineke last year.
Well, it's not like he brought him to the playoffs last year. So unless that defense is fully healthy and is actually playing like the way they should, they're not going anywhere. So next.
No. I got the. We ain't going next.
All right, fine.
I got them winning 9 games. I got the Washington Commanders at 9-8.
In second place?
Tied for second. Yeah. The tiebreakers, they can always go any way in this division. And who knows? Give it this is me being nice. It could be a 3-way tie for first. Because I got the winner of the division at 10-7, and the winner of the division can easily drop a game.
Yeah, that's true. And I have another bombshell to drop too. So second place is my Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. I'm not confident in what I'm seeing right now. We had 11 penalties on offense in the preseason. Clearly shows me that discipline, which should have been an emphasis this offseason, hasn't been worked on. We lost too much talent on the defensive side. Now
did you really?
Yeah, we did. And
Gregory.
yeah. I mean, hey, that's minus 10 sacks. So where are we gonna replace that?
You gotta. Why did I blank on the dude's name?
Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence?
Yeah.
I mean, we still got people, but DeMarcus Lawrence is more of a run stopper, not a pass rusher. So Randy Gregory, even though he was situational, he generated that pressure. We needed that, and now we don't.
Micah Parsons, that dude though.
He is, but I don't. Do you see him going for 20 sacks this year?
It's possible.
Anything's possible, but I just don't think. I just personally don't think that we're playing that will be disciplined enough to really make up for that. If we do, great. I'll be happy. But as of now, especially on the offensive side, we're still dealing with Zeke, who lost a step or two. Tony Pollard, we need to play him a little bit more. Not essentially being the starter, just let's actually get him into the. Let's actually
stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
What?
You need to start Tony Pollard. It's there. It's obvious. It's obvious.
Sorry. So, well, Zeke is not going to be a 25 a carry guy. Just lowered it down to 15. Give Pollard more touches. That's it.
If you're going to give him more touches, then why aren't you starting him?
Same reason why Alvin Kamara, in his early days, just didn't really have all those touches. Just know how to use them. That's it.
You use them every down. That's how you use them.
Tony Pollard.
More explosion.
He's not that guy.
He is. He
is not that guy to give the ball to every day, every down. At least Zeke's value, he could pass block still. You know, he could pick up blitzes. He could get tough yards.
Well,
Tony Pollard
in there on third down then.
it's let's just get a 1-2 punch in. And then plus CeeDee Lamb, can he be the number one receiver? Which answer is yes. But
I was going to say the answer is yes. The real question is Dak going to throw him the ball? Because CeeDee Lamb was cooking last season, and Dak just wouldn't throw it to him. It's like, no, I'm throwing Dalton Schultz to.
Dak Prescott needs to throw the ball downfield more.
Yeah.
That point set. Because I was getting to that. It's like, CeeDee Lamb, is he a number one receiver? Yes. Real question is, are we willing to take risks down the field and throw it up to him? Because if you have a true number one like that, you know, those 50-50 balls are just that, 50-50. Let the best guy come down with it. CeeDee Lamb's that type of dude. Give him the opportunities to actually shine. We're having a different conversation. So I'll say that. And the winner of the division, pains me to say, looks like it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're either infrastructure, they're a better coach team as of right now. I will say from what I saw from Jalen Hurts, even it's preseason, I just had to see it. Looks like it could work. And the thing that the Philadelphia Eagles have more than anybody in the league, it seems, is depth. So offensive depth, defensive depth, they got weapons. They got
Jalen Hurts at quarterback. I'm not sold.
Okay.
Sorry. Not sold.
No.
Not a believer. I'm not a believer.
That's fine. That's fine.
Saw enough last year. Not a believer. It's like, cool, you guys got A.J. Brown. Like, for everyone that hates on Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts really don't throw the ball.
No, he don't. But my thing with what I saw, if you go 6 for 6, 80 yards, yes, it's against the Jets. Yes, it's preseason. But I just had to see tangible evidence that he was going to throw the ball down the field, be more daring with the ball. He makes good decisions. I think they'll be fine.
Stop. Recency bias.
Okay.
Moment. It's preseason. You know how good people look in preseason?
You know how bad people look in preseason sometimes? If he's as bad as we all think.
Hey, how good did Zach Wilson look in preseason last year?
Did he look good in preseason?
He did.
He looked all right.
No, he looked good. He balled out in preseason. You know it. How good did Justin Fields look in preseason last year?
Okay. Great. Point made.
He looked great.
Against backups.
But then exactly. But then you play the real guys. You don't look so good.
Look, I will give Philadelphia their credit for now. So
I don't know how you can. Like, I can go back to both of the just Philadelphia Cowboys games. It wasn't even close. It's just like
not even close.
It's like, yo, we really own you. And they did not, like, the Cowboys did not lose enough to be like, we can't do this again. It's like the Cowboys are gonna embarrass the Eagles again next year. But it's still the Cowboys. So I got the Cowboys at 10-7, winning the division. I have the Eagles tied with Washington at 9-8. And that can go either way because Carson Wentz back in his division. Now he's back to walking to him Wentz. All right.
We'll see.
Got a real number one receiver in McLaurin. He's got real, some solid check down weapons. Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, and they got the bruiser Brian Robinson out of Alabama as well. So it's really going to come down to if Washington's defense can live up to what they were supposed to be last season.
Yeah, I could agree. NFC East is pretty open, but as of right now, and my pessimism on the Cowboys, I'll say Philadelphia will win it for now. Till I'm presented with new information. But yeah, let's move forward. Who's next?
South side.
All right. The worst team in the NFC South. Fill in the blank.
East Atlanta, Santa.
The Atlanta Falcons will be last place.
Yeah. Easily. They got
Record
worse.
of.
They got worse.
Oh yeah. No,
Like, you know
I
what?
agree.
Let's get rid of our quarterback. And then, our number one receiver is suspended for a year. You had to put that bet down. And then let's trade away our other receiver, Russell Gage. So we got Kyle Pitts and we got Marcus Mariota. Our starting running back is Cordero Patterson, who's been a special teamer. Like the Falcons are in for the number one pick. They're about to be fighting for the number one pick this season. I got them 2 to 3 wins.
2 to 3 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I had them at 4. And I think I was being generous with 4. I was like Marcus Mariota. Nah.
I don't think they could win a game in their division.
Wow.
I really don't.
Okay.
Bucks, Saints, Panthers, healthy Panthers. Like,
well, if Sam Darnold starts, they'll steal a game. Which he won't. So, all right, third place team.
I got the Panthers in third place, 7-10.
Same.
That's a solid. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. They both have 7-10 written all over them.
Right. It's like they improved, but it's like, did you though? I think the only difference between this season and last season is Christian McCaffrey's health. So if he's healthy, they'll win more games.
Yeah, they were solid until he got hurt. Like we were hyping up Sam Darnold, Hitman Sammy Sam, and then McCaffrey got hurt, and then it's like, oh damn Sam.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. So first overall, that's a number 3 overall pick. You looking like this? Damn.
Hey, isn't it crazy they got the number 1 and number 3 pick in the same draft on the same team?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Ugh.
That's how you know.
And they didn't draft either one of them.
And that's like, I think that's the most unique thing about the NFL sometimes, because it's like, damn, almost 5 years ago, people were coveting over these two.
Yeah.
Now look at it. It just shows you on how hard this game really is to be successful. Yeah. I think if they do start Baker Mayfield early, they'll win more games. I was watching the games myself, and yeah, we give Baker Mayfield a lot of shit, and we do think he's average, but I think the gap between him and Sam is actually pretty, like, you could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker should be the starter. Like, it's not, I don't really think it's a question.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there should be a battle at all. Just name him the starter, end it. Boom. Yeah. Trade somewhere he could be a backup. Whoo!
Trade him back to the Jets. They need a quarterback. They need QB insurance.
Right. Now, number 2. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sorry. Number 2 in the division is.
Oh my God.
The New Orleans Saints.
Oh, I was about to say, you got it.
Yeah. I'm saying, no, I ain't smoking no crack. Anyway. But I do think New Orleans will be a 10-win team. They won 9 games last year. With, like, they were 5-2 with Jameis Winston. So with that, they're 4 and they're 4 and 5 or 4-6 the rest of the way, without Jameis. And I think Jameis Winston was coming along nicely. And the unfortunate ACL tear kind of like did that season end with the worst receiving core in the league.
Yep.
So now you have Chris Olave, Michael Thomas is back. You have Jarvis Landry, and all that's going to do is open up the offense more. Alvin Kamara will actually have open running lanes, though they will have 8-10 people in the box, daring the Saints to pass. I think we're in for a surprise season for the Saints. So I think 10 wins is feasible. It's doable. Jameis Winston would probably be top 10 in passing yards. I think as long as his interceptions are down to a single digit rate, they'll be good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got them at 11 wins.
Okay.
But same everything that you touched on, that's exactly what I'm seeing. They got Jameis, they got Michael Thomas back healthy, Jarvis Landry, the rookie, Olave, Kamara. They still got a top-notch defense. Dennis Allen running the show now. I don't think they're gonna lose a step. But they ain't gonna beat old GOAT in his farewell season.
13-4. That's why I got Tampa Bay Bucks at. Tom Brady in the top heavy NFC. The Buccaneers will win. They'll handle their business. 13-4. Todd Bowles is going to get his flowers. Finally coaching a real quarterback. Other than, no offense to Ryan Fitzpatrick being 10-6, but he's never had like a consistent quarterback. Sam Darnold, really, as a rookie? No.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady, Todd Bowles, Byron Leftwich, I think they're gonna handle their business. You got Julio Jones, Mike Evans, you have Russell Gage, Chris Godwin's coming back. You got regular season Lenny shedding off his weight. Keyshawn Vaughn, now other than Ronald Jones. I think this offense is still really stacked. And on the defensive side, it was a young defense last year. Now they're a year older. The only way you have to go is up.
Secondary was hurt for most of the season last year too.
Exactly, going down like flies.
Yeah, so they're gonna be back, and they're back healthy. I agree with what you're saying. They didn't really lose much on the defensive side of the ball, like except for Sue, but I feel like Sue's aging anyway.
Yeah,
and I'm happy. Like they're done with the timeshare. Like Leonard Fournette is not old. Like he's a 3-round back. Like this guy was a number 4 pick.
give him
Give him the ball. Let him work. So yeah, I got them at 13-4, just handling their business. I feel like this is Brady's last season. Is pretty obvious farewell season, and
Super Bowl.
Yep.
Interesting.
Bucks versus Ravens Super Bowl. The Bucks get the Bucks get the regular season win on a Thursday night, short week, and then the Ravens get the revenge in the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay. All right. You heard it here first.
Ray Lewis on the sideline saying, "That's right, Tom. That's right, Tom."
All right. So moving forward, we saving the best in the West, the NFC, Black and Blue division in the NFC. All right. So I think we all know who's going to get last place in this division, and that is the Sean McVay Rams. Sorry. Nah, it's the Seattle Seahawks. 2 wins. I don't. Pete Carroll's he's a good coach, but it's like, I just feel with all the holes they got, not really giving me much confidence. Geno Smith, no.
Yeah.
Drew Lock, hell no. Like the most I would give them is 4 wins, but I'm going to be okay in saying 2. Pete gets fired. Don't want him to get fired, but what else are you going to do? You know,
fire him after 1 season when you just give away your franchise quarterback.
Exactly, you gave him away. So, they chose Pete over Russell. Remember that.
So if you chose Pete, then you can't fire him right after.
You can, but they won't.
Yeah, they won't. I agree with you. I'm giving them 4 wins max, just because of the 12th man factor. But I feel like the 12th man might be, booing halfway through the season.
And you know what's crazy? Like, even when Russell Wilson was there the last 2 years, they were a very boring offense to watch. You know, like because it's like you could call out the plays what they were doing. So
And stop
you
it.
know,
Tyler Lockett.
like I feel bad for Tyler Lockett at DK because it's like, damn, like y'all stuck. But I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes. So I think they'll be at the bottom of this division this year. Um, I do have reservations about third and second place in this division, but I think. Oh, were you done with the Seahawks? Or we can move on.
You can move on. I don't care about the Seahawks.
Me neither. You know what? I'll let you go this time. Who's third place for you?
Arizona.
Same. Okay. Because I was just going with gut feeling, and I just think that Arizona, if Arizona didn't collapse at the last 8 games of every season, then I'd be much more confident putting them in second or even just second place. Hell, last year what happened? 9-1, right? Or 10-1. Then Kyler Murray gets hurt. Colt McCoy plays pretty well in his place. Kyler Murray comes back. They're 1-5. Playing the playoffs looks absolutely awful. Until they prove to me they can win in the second half of the season, I'm okay with putting them at third place.
Yeah, and for me, it's not even about them proving they can win in the second half of the season. I actually think that they're gonna have a good second half of the season because they have D Hop the second half of the season. They don't have him the first half of the season. He's gonna be suspended, but once they get him back, D Hop with Hollywood Brown, Zach Ertz, Rondell Moore, I feel like that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a fast offense.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in James Conner, and I think that trading away Chase Edmonds is going to be a mistake. But I still have the Cardinals at 10-7, and
You're right. Right. I did too because it's not hard, but at the same time I'm thinking like Arizona. It's not like Arizona's gonna be 8-9, 9-8. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, he's like I don't think they're gonna be, bad. It's just I don't think they're gonna overcome Kyle Shanahan's schemes and defense and Sean McVay's schemes and the defense.
Yeah.
So they're gonna beat each other up if anything. And now going to second place, I'll give it to the Niners. 10-7, 11-6. Trey Lance, I was telling somebody the other day, as long as they keep his attempts at 15 to 22 passes a game, and you're asking him to throw 2 to 3 deep balls a game and complete them, they can win a lot of games. The running game is going to be proficient. He's going to be a part of that, which is only going to create more opportunities. The defense is going to peel their ears back, rush after the opposing quarterbacks, cause turnovers, hoping that they don't, assuming they don't catch the injury bug like they always do, they'll have a pretty good record.
You know who I got in second place?
Oh my God.
The Rams.
Ooh. Okay.
7. Come on, man. Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah. No, I get it. I know. I'm not even it. I won't argue with you on that one. I just think the Rams shouldn't take a seat back, but it's possible.
Why not?
Right.
He's gone. Odell's probably gone. I mean, they haven't re-signed him, so he's gone as of right now.
He's gone.
Robert Woods is legitimately gone. Yeah, they replaced him with Allen Robinson. New scheme. It's gonna be, it's hard to learn in a year. I just, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like they take a step back as a team, and they're still gonna make the playoffs, but they're not gonna run the table. It's the same thing. You're Super Bowl champs. You're getting everyone's best shots, like their
Yeah.
best shot. So they're gonna get every team's best shot every week. And on top of that, I just feel like they got some lucky wins last season. Obviously, they had their run, but throughout the season, they got some lucky wins.
That's why I started
All right.
smiling. I was
What
like,
was
Tampa Bay.
Super
Tampa Bay
Cookie?
came to mind. Tampa Bay came to mind.
Yeah.
And then there was I want to say there was a game against San Francisco, not the playoff game, but they snuck away. There's been a few games where Matt Stafford played pretty bad and they snuck away with wins. I get it,
He started turning the ball over a lot in the second half of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just I like the Rams a lot, man. I do. I think it's just more me believing in Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, I think those guys, Bobby Wagner too. I think he just brings a new dimension.
Bobby Wagner, that was right. I forgot they picked him up. But still, I got the Niners winning the division, man. Unfortunately.
It's
11.
okay. Hey, I chose Philadelphia. You chose the Niners. It's a weird time.
The thing is, you gotta for me, always I see the bigger picture because it's not about all right, we're gonna give Trey Lance a shot now. It's like, no, they're like, Jimmy G, you can go. We're good without you. So now they're like, Trey is our guy. He's got it figured out going into this next year, and I just see the Pat Mahomes effect coming into play, where it's just like, all right, you had a year to sit back, learn the offense, and now the offense. And granted, preseason game, but he looked pretty good in his preseason game. And
That 76-yard bomb was not even like a fluke. That was like a thread the needle type of throw. He was calm, and dude was in bounds and ran all the way. But the fact is, he saw it and took advantage.
yeah, and if he can make the throws, and on top of that, you add in his legs, you got Debo happy now. He got his contract. I think Ayuk will have a bounce back year.
Yeah.
Because his first year was great. Last year was not so great. So I feel like it's going to be that year where he's like, all right, let me get my shit together because now it's time for me to get a contract extension. I can't have back to back bad years. Elijah Mitchell coming into his own. And that defense is sneaky good. Kyle Shanahan's an offensive genius. I just see the Niners being one of the it's the same thing where you look at certain teams and can they win down the stretch? I feel like the Niners are going to be that team. Is the Kaepernick factor is final drive. I got y'all. Kaepernick when he had his run was oh, the game's close. We gonna get this win.
Right.
That's how it's gonna be all season. It's gonna be oh, the game's close. Trey Lance gonna be we gonna get this win. Whether I'm throwing it or running it, we gonna get this win.
Okay.
I didn't even mention George Kittle. My bad.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, he's missing someone, people.
Yeah.
But yeah, George Kittle. I think, oof, man, it's like the Niners are a really good pick to choose, but yeah, I think I think it's just my Rams bias, but I'm not going to argue with you on this one.
The Niners got them both times in the regular season, and
exactly, and they could have swept them.
They held their own in that playoff game.
Yep, and if it wasn't for Jimmy G's mistake, Rams would have lost.
Hey, and what if the game was in San Francisco instead of LA?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. I got the Niners winning the division. I only got them at 11-6. That's just another one where they're gonna beat up on each other. I feel like Cards, Rams, and Niners all split games.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. But yep. So that wraps up our second episode of the season. Like always, everyone, thank you for listening to the Necessary Roughness podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We're all over the place. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, now TikTok, all that good stuff. Check out our reels. And of course, rest in peace to our brother, Demetrius Philip Scott Stanley. Peace, love, justice. Peace out.
Yo.
What?